I'm trying to film this because the first time my game crashed halfway through the battle. We're gonna be playing the Battle of Ligny during Napoleon's 100 Days campaign. He is fighting the Prussians under Blücher, while Marshal Ney is fighting the British at Quatre Bras. Yeah. So just to load. And Blücher is the defender versus me, Emperor Napoleon. This is the battlefield of Ligny. I played this battle a lot. It took me a while to win this one, a few tries. Especially because I'm pretty sure in this battle you're a little bit outnumbered, maybe. But a lot of Blücher's forces are in reserve. So the left and right, and just be like the far right, is, well, this isn't weak since it has reserves, but it's kind of weaker. Just waiting for them to go over the battlefield. And introduce you to all the units. Wish you could skip them doing this. Okay. First we have the young guard, his reserves, and then the old guard, his best units. Then the emperor. On this side is grenadiers and fusiliers and some foot artillery, where I have cavalry, a lot of it, to strike at this flank. I'm gonna go through this a little quicker since now I don't have to explain all the units. The chasseurs, there would be 3 units of chasseurs and some fusiliers, and then another unit of chasseurs and some 12-pounder foot artillery. On the Prussian side, we got Gewehr von Blücher, reserve grenadiers and cavalry, 2 musketeer units, some more grenadiers and batteries of horse artillery, 6-pound and 12-pound foot. A lot of them are equipped with the barricades, so you can't charge cavalry directly in it. And then grenadiers held by the farm? No. So, I start the battle with moving my old guard. I think it was originally to support this attack over here, but then I decided to move it here to support the cavalry. Over here I'm moving the chasseurs and fusiliers to strike at this side of the bridge. 2 units of chasseurs are marching on this flank. I'm just gonna skip past a little of this setup, get to the action. I'm moving my cavalry along my flanks. Now I can put it back to normal speed. I usually have them run, but it wasn't until a while till I realized that they were walking. So. Looks like they played the trumpet in the chasseur company. Probably should have run because that gave the grenadiers time to kind of form on this river bed. It would have, but then I think they moved north or something. I don't know what they're doing over here. I sent a lot of these reserves, especially the cavalry north, to defend the town of Ligny, which is central. And I think, what's this? I think one of these is Saint Amen. Is it this? It's either this one or this one. But I think it's this one. You'd think the chasseurs being at like the main part of the bridge would be fired upon the most. And since they're not hidden by anything, but the chasseurs were actually fired upon and eventually broke. Cavalry's forming behind. I don't push them in until they start trying to support north. I like playing like Napoleon's battles instead of like campaign battles as like these types of maps with like the nice like bridges and the obstacles and such. It's not there is a few, but not as much in the campaign here. I maybe should have rushed into the house, but there is again a lot of grenadiers. So I probably should have, moved these guys back or maybe had them support over here. At least one of them, like chasseurs. Or run Napoleon over here and try and raise the morale. Anyway, my old guard is now, now I order them to run. Because I'm ordering them in a new direction. Over here, this form square. Maybe a little late since there's a lot of gaps in the square. But happened again. It's like there's alright games. Frozen. Um Yep, game's totally frozen. Oh, here we are. It's back. Alright, that was confusing. I should know how to edit so I could edit that out. But form square and braced the charge. Over here, suffering, and I think, yeah, major cavalry charge here, because for some reason the place with the unit of cavalry, I didn't decide to give them the Philosophers. So I'm moving into a counter charge over here. I think it does work, and they hold it. No, they don't. And as you can see, the house has crumbled, and there's only one grenadier. If I were Blucher, I'd probably keep most of my reserves still here, because it's really hard because of all the obstacles to advance on a position over here. I mean, maybe you could, like, surround the back by flooding a bunch of men over here. Now looking back, maybe I should have, like, come and support them. But I'd probably just be blown away by the cavalry. So I moved these guys north. And the counter charge has succeeded. Now I have a little bit in the balance of power. I don't know why these guys are still formed square. Oh, they're advancing. Something when you keep your center weak, they usually advance quickly on your center. That's why I probably should have marched those guys faster. But now there's two here that face my most elite units, so they lose pretty quickly. And a lot of my cavalry runs through this, which destroys their morale and a lot of them. Yeah, I now realize that that cavalry charge was a big waste of time. I think I may have gotten like one unit with them before. I may have missed it. You could see everything that's happening up here, but yeah, I am now totally out of cavalry. Now I'm trying to fight against the Grenadiers of the Rhine. And yeah, now I'm about to surround them. Close the trap, if you will. I order the old guard to form square around the young guard so I can retreat them while the horses mainly focus on this, and then form them square. So I cavalry charge and yeah, they're up here, and I think it would have been a smart idea to advance Napoleon on that, maybe like charge him in. It's weird when I do like Napoleon's campaigns, and they're more loose with like charging my general in, but in these battles I never. Here I probably should have turned these guys around to. I think I eventually do. Yeah, I'm forming them here, but the old and the young guard, since they're the old, since they're the guards, to defeat over here and allow me to flank back up and strike them. And we're about in almost in position. Oh, my old guard is no longer formed square, but is sideways for some reason. So is my young guard. But, okay, I don't know. There. This game for. Oh, no, no, no. It was frozen again. Here I hold them out for a while. Ah, yeah, no. Positioning. Um, I don't know why they formed like this. It's really a mystery why they didn't just form maybe like along here or something. Ah, but the Grenadiers. Maybe so they weren't cut down as fast. Guard. Oh. I still have a lot of units in strategic places around, kind of in strategic places around the field. And where'd Napoleon charge? What? Ah, I didn't follow him charging. Yeah, I don't know why I charged them like that. That was a bad decision. This battle, I realized I barely won. And I killed Luca, which if that would true, that would probably that would, um, would change the course of events in history. If Blucher died, Napoleon may have won Waterloo. There's a lot of reasons he lost, but maybe, maybe. Yeah, this is a bad position to be in, but I do win. Maybe I should have, like, instead of, like, moved the old guard there, maybe kept them to defend my center, so I wouldn't have been, like, charged and, uh, around like that. Probably would have lost a lot less. Now they charge up the hill, and my Philossiers are able to kind of mow them down from a hilltop, while my artillery blows this farmhouse to shreds. So now you can see the balance of power is pretty heavily in my favor. I had like 6 units left after the battle. I always lose so many men during these like historical battles. Like if I was on doing like a video on campaign and lost this many men, I mean yeah, it would have been a cool victory, but um so yeah, I've won the campaign. Not it's frozen because this is where I stopped it, but yeah. So if you enjoyed that, I probably won't film another one tomorrow. I might.